Welcome to the video. In this video, we're going to go over a complete step-by-step guide on how to get your real estate license in Indiana. We're also going to talk about some important things like what the cost associated with getting your license is, and then how to find a sponsoring broker once you get licensed to set yourself up for success as a new agent. So let's dive right into the video. Working as a real estate agent comes with many different advantages. Maybe you're just tired of your 9-to-5 job and you want something more flexible. Or maybe you just want to take the glass ceiling that you have on your income and take it off and really get paid for the amount of work that you're putting into your business. Either way, becoming an agent can be a really rewarding career and it can be a great thing to get into. So let's dive into each step of getting your real estate license in Indiana, and then we're going to dive into a complete guide on how to pick the right brokerage and set yourself up for success. So first, we're going to jump into a quick checklist on all the requirements, and then we're going to dive into each one of those a little deeper so you know exactly what to do from here. Next, you have to complete all 90 hours of your real estate pre-license classes. So check the link below. There's a link to Real Estate Express. They have some really good online classes that are state approved for your real estate pre-licensing requirements, so be sure to check them out and see if they have any sales going on. They do a really good job. Next, you have to schedule your real estate exam. Then you have to pass your real estate exam with a 75% score or higher. Then it's time to pick a sponsoring broker and submit your license application. So before you can start listing $1 million homes and get your business off the ground as a real estate agent, you're going to have to complete your real estate pre-license courses. Now, you might be wondering, what kind of things are you actually going to learn in these classes? Well, it's pretty comprehensive, and if you're brand new to real estate and you don't have much experience in this field, a lot of the topics might be completely new to you. I know when I sat down for my real estate courses, this was completely new and I had to learn so many new things. Here are some things that you might learn in your real estate classes: land use laws and regulations, fair housing laws, real estate financing, contracts, transfer of title, brokerage relationships, disclosures, property analysis. That's basically how to do a CMA and give a homeowner a value on their property, license law, rules of the real estate commission, ethics, and agency law. So I know it sounds like a lot of information to retain, and it really is. So you might be wondering, what's the best way to study to give yourself the best chance of passing the exam? Well, what I would say is time block some time every single night after work or after whatever you do on a daily basis. Just try to time block an hour or two every day to sit down and study the material. And before you know it, you're going to start feeling a lot more comfortable with it. Now, if you want a little success hack and a faster way to retain this material, I would probably say look into a tool like Prep Agent. That's what I used when I went to practice for my real estate exam. And I just got tired of looking at the textbooks every day and trying to read through them and retain the information. So Prep Agent basically takes all that information that's in your textbook and it puts it into an online course and gives you tests like simulations, and then actually gives you a test that's somewhat like the one you're going to see at the actual real estate exam. And then when you go through that test, it's going to tell you why you're answering questions right or wrong. And if you're answering them wrong, it's going to give you an explanation on what you got wrong so you can actually digest that information and have a much higher chance of passing. So there's an affiliate link below if you want to check out that course. It's called Prep Agent, and they were really good when I studied for my real estate exam, and I really enjoyed it. So definitely check that out. Make sure before you sign up that you check their terms. As of right now, at the time of shooting this video, I believe they offer a money back guarantee. So if you were to use their product and you happen to fail the exam, they'll actually refund you your money. But before you buy it, definitely check that out and make sure they still have that going. But that's definitely one extra perk of signing up for this program, is that they're so confident in this tool and they're confident in the ability that's going to help you pass the exam that they actually offer you a money back guarantee. So definitely check that out. That should help you get through the study portion of getting your license. Next, it's time to get your background check. So in Indiana, you're actually going to have to get a real estate background check, and basically they're just going to look for any felonies or any criminal record that you might have before they actually approve you to submit for your license application. So you want to get this out of the way and make sure that you're able to get through that process. And if something does come up, you can always apply for an exception, but make sure you do that ahead of time because you don't want to invest all this time and effort into getting your license and then only be turned down because they found something on your record. Next, it's time to schedule your real estate exam. In Indiana, it's actually done with PSI exams. Now, make sure when you schedule the exam that you call ahead of time. You just can't walk into the testing center and say that you want to take the test. You actually have to schedule it a couple days in advance and make sure that you're put on a schedule so you can go in and take your test. Another thing to keep in mind that this is not an open book test. You're not going to be able to walk in there with your textbook or cheat sheets or notes. You're just going to have to go in there with a basic non-scientific calculator and take the exam. Now you might be asking, what do you need to bring to the testing center on test day? Well, you don't want to go there only to be turned around at the door. You're probably already anxious. You want to get in there. You want to take your test and see if you're able to pass this thing. So you need to bring 2 forms of identification. Now here are some things that count as forms of identification when you go to the testing center. You can bring a driver's license, a US Social Security card, a passport, a debit card with signature, credit card with signature, or a green card. Now you might be asking, how long do you actually have to complete this exam? And that's an awesome question. And the truth is, you have more time than you think. Here's what you're going to see on these exams. The general portion is about 150 minutes and the state portion is about 90 minutes long. In total, you have about 240 minutes. This is 4 hours. And the number of questions that you have on the salesperson's license exam is 80 questions for the national portion and 50 questions for the state portion. So in total, you have about 4 hours to answer 130 questions. So you have plenty of time. Make sure you take your time and read through each question thoroughly so you give yourself the best chance of answering it right. Now, pass or fail, how long does it actually take to get your results? Now, this is a great question because most people are super anxious and they want to know if they passed or if they failed. Well, the good news is, as soon as you walk out of the testing center, you're going to know if you passed or failed. They're going to sit down with you, they're going to go through your score results, and you're going to know if you are able to apply for your license or if you're going to have to reschedule, do some more study time, and retake the test. Now, if you do fail the exam, just know that many real estate agents that are very successful today had this same exact experience. Many successful agents failed their exam the first, second, and even third time sometimes. So don't take it as if you're not good enough to be in real estate or this isn't the right thing for you. Just take it as you need to spend some more time studying and learning the material. The test is long, there's a lot of tricky questions, and if you get it wrong the first time around, you can always swing the bat again and give it a second try. Now you might be wondering, how much does it actually cost to get your real estate license in Indiana? Well, here's a quick breakdown and a quick estimated summary of some of the fees that you're going to see when getting your license in Indiana. So we estimate it's going to cost between $1,000 and $1,500 to get your real estate license in Indiana. Here are some of the costs associated with that. We estimate about $12.95 for your fingerprint fee, $38 for your background check, between $500 and $750 for your pre-license courses, roughly $53 for your real estate license exam, $60 for your Indiana real estate license application, between $300 and $600 for any realtor board dues if you want to become a realtor, and $100 for any additional study aids if you want to use Prep Agent to study for your exam. Now let's dive into something really important. So once you get through all this and you take the time to study for your exam, you pass your exam, you apply for your background check, and you're about to get your real estate license, you just have to do the final piece, which is finding a sponsoring broker. Now, this is easy to do, but it's a very important piece of the puzzle. Now, you don't want to just sign up with any broker, especially if you're going to be doing this full time and trying to make a full-time income in real estate sales. You want to make sure you ask certain questions and really dive deep during the interview process and make sure that you're signing up with the right broker to give yourself the highest probability of success. So here are some things to look out for when interviewing real estate brokers. First and foremost, you want to ask about training. Now, every brokerage should have somewhat of a training program in place, but not all do. And not all real estate brokerages have the same type of training systems in place. Now you want to ask specific questions about the training process. You want to ask them if they have a step-by-step guide on how to be successful as a new agent, or if they're just going to give you a mentor to call every now and then when you have a real estate question. These are very different things, right? These are huge differences. And you want to make sure that you're going with a place that has a step-by-step guide and a complete structure that's going to help you launch your business and have success as a new agent. Next, you want to ask about the commission splits. Now, this is not the most important thing, but it's something you should ask as a business person. You want to evaluate what you're actually getting for the commission splits that you're agreeing to. So definitely ask these questions, but I can't stress enough, don't focus on this too much and pass up on good opportunities and good learning opportunities just to go get a higher commission split in a place where you might not even find any success at all, and the commission split won't matter because you're not selling any houses. Ongoing monthly fees. Now this is a fun one. Now some brokerages are just like gym memberships. To become a part of that brokerage, you have to pay an ongoing monthly fee, and this will cover certain things like the office space, the administrative staff, so on and so forth. Now, this isn't a big deal, but you want to pay attention to it because ongoing monthly fees are going to dig into the money that you saved to become a real estate agent. So if you only have a certain amount of money saved and the ongoing monthly fee is really high, it's going to give you a shorter amount of time to become successful as an agent. And this is a big deal because time is not on our side as a new agent. It takes a while to get your first commission check because you're trying to learn what to do, what to say, how to prospect, and then you have the market conditions. You know, it's really hard to get buyers under contract right now. You have to be really creative, and you're going up against a lot of experienced agents. So these are all things to consider. And if you have this monthly fee digging into your, savings every month, it could be a really bad thing. But again, don't focus on it too much. Just keep it in mind as a business person and make sure that the monthly fee makes sense for the amount of value that you're getting from that brokerage. So in conclusion, if you are looking to become a real estate agent in Indiana, it's definitely a great goal to work towards. Many successful agents have failed the test multiple times and went on to have really successful real estate careers. So study hard, put the work in, and you can have a really bright future in real estate. So I hope this video helped you. If you have questions about getting your license, drop it in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to get back to you ASAP. Thanks so much for tuning in, and if you like real estate content for real estate entrepreneurs, definitely subscribe to the channel. And we have real estate content coming out every single week geared towards real estate entrepreneurs that are real estate investors, real estate agents, real estate brokers, and just anybody looking to grow their real estate business. So thanks for tuning in and have an awesome day.